what is good? You know what time it is? We back with these reacts. This time, you know what time it is. You're up to no good, and
I'm up to
yeah,
no
man,
good.
I decided to pick this video with your boy Joey Badass. Felt like this interview was very insightful, helpful for anybody who is on their spiritual journeys in life, difficult, moments in their lives, or even if you think you don't need anything, this could be a very eye-opening, mind, opening conversation. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, we are not going to be covering this whole interview. We're gonna be cutting out sections and replying to or not even replying, reacting to some of the things that he says in those moments that we decide to cover. And yeah, man, we are out here back at it. Thank you for everybody who is back supporting. Please leave a like right now. Don't even leave it till later. Make sure you watch this whole video. It's very insightful and helpful. Don't even doubt me on that. I'm not even capping. And yeah, to everybody who is new, I appreciate it. Please consider the like and subscribe. We on some gameplay and reacts on this video, and anything that y'all suggest I do, I got you. And yeah, man, let's not even waste any more time. Let's get into the interview straight away. Let's get it.
Oh shit, here we go again.
One of the words that really helped me out of my depression was abundance. Abundance and affirmation, you know what I'm saying? Like those two words single-handedly helped me. But I say abundance. Abundance is such a powerful word because abundance is something that we all have. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it could be measured differently, but we all have abundance. You know what I'm saying? We have the abundance of life every day. From the moment that we wake up and we're able to breathe, we're able to walk, we're able to, you know what I'm saying, see, we're able to hear. Like, these things are abundance. You know what I mean? Once you can accept that on a day-to-day basis, it's like life kind of starts to open up for you. It's like, yeah, you might not have the most money, but you're abundant. Both of you guys are abundant in some area more than me. You know what I mean? And it's like, whatever that area is, it doesn't even matter. The fact is that we are plentiful. You know what I'm saying? And that's the right foot to step on once you walk out of bed. It's giving thanks for the fact that you have options. You know what I'm saying? You could pick this job or you could pick that job. You could go left or you could go right. You know what I'm saying? That alone is such a great gift. You know what I mean? And once I started to accept that, it was like, wow, like I reprogrammed my whole subconscious.
Yeah, man, I feel like abundance is actually a very big word in my life as well, because it's part of this mentality that we have of like, wanting things to happen and forgetting the things that are around us and the people around us, and while we are good at those type of things, and necessarily your situation basically doesn't necessarily mean that you aren't abundant, you know what I mean, and you can't or aren't able to reach whatever goal that you set for yourself. So I always think and remind myself of that fact. I even got some artwork on myself just to remind me of that fact every single day, that stopping myself from believing any type of, how can I say, limiting mindset, and yeah, just to remind yourself that you can really do anything that you set your mind towards, and that the only person that can stop you is your own mental capacity and mental beliefs. So yeah, man, it's definitely something you shouldn't take lightly.
I mean, what I'll say is this, like, a lot of the times, right, like, it's good to be exact with what you want to manifest, right? And the example that I use is, like, you got to be exact with the universe or with God or, whatever it is that you call in the source, whatever it is that you're connected to, because you don't go to a deli, you don't go to the corner store and say, let me get a sandwich. You know what I mean? He's like, yo, let me get the sandwich with the bacon, some extra cheese, no onions, some pickles, some boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to be specific and you're manifesting. However, what I've learned from even being specific is sometimes you know, it's like, how can I explain it? It's like if you're fishing, right, and you got this big net, your goal might be, oh, I'm gonna catch 13 fish, but you catch 11. You know what I'm saying? It's like, sometimes you gotta accept that that's just the way it's meant to be. What is meant for you won't miss you. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever misses you wasn't meant for you. You know what I mean? And that's what I would say I've learned from, you know, manifesting over the years. There's a lot of things that I may have wanted, and, you know, just because I didn't get it, didn't mean that there was, like, you know, what I found most of the time was that there was something better. You know what I'm saying? I missed that opportunity, but there was something better, like, lying ahead. You know what I mean? So you gotta remain faithful. You know, my new philosophy is, you could look around, you could scan the room, and you could tell who's praying. You know what I'm saying? Because praying is part of manifesting. Praying is affirmation. You know what I'm saying? It's like, a lot of people who are frustrated in life, they're not the ones that's praying. You know what I'm saying? Because if you praying every day, what you're doing is, you have to allow space for the universe or God or whatever it is that you call it to run its course. You know what I'm saying? If the people who are frustrated, they're more mad that they can't have the whole thing in their control. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, prayer is super important, and is a vital aspect of manifesting, because it's like you're programming your subconscious to think a certain way, to feel a certain way every day. You know what I mean? It's like you're accepting the fact that you're abundant. Even though you don't have the things that you want, you may have the things that you need, you know what I'm saying, to get to where you want. You know what I mean? And that just allows for a smooth sailing flow. There's no blocks in the road. You know what I mean? You allow for yourself to flow freely. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just a few things that I've learned over the years. You know, like, I don't get worked up anymore if I miss a goal or if I miss a check on my list or my goal list. You know what I'm saying? I just look at it like, okay, you know, maybe it just wasn't meant to happen this way. But because I stay prayed up, I stay faithful, you know what I'm saying, knowing that I'm either gonna get something better, or maybe I just need to write a new goal, you know what I mean? Maybe that just wasn't for me, you know, so.
One of the standouts of that topic specifically for me was that, you know, he said that you might not have everything that you want right now, but you might have everything that you need to get to it where you want, you know what I mean, what you want to achieve. You have all those things around you, and it's mostly what I noticed about this specifically is that you are not aware of, you know, a lot of us aren't aware of the opportunities that we have around us, the people that we have around us. We just aren't asking the right questions, the right, you know, we're not looking within ourselves to find those things in ourselves rather than outside of ourselves, you know. And yeah, I've learned a lot about that, you know, trying to basically make the most of what you have, you know, already, because that is most of the time is all you need to get where you want. You know, it's just about your determination and yeah, what you tell yourself, you know. So focusing on what you don't have is kind of something that can discourage you and yeah, lead you to believe that you don't have everything that you need or you aren't good enough to make it. So yeah, man, that's just one of the things on that one specifically that I liked.
They don't teach meditation at school. I mean, you know, just this Western way of living is based upon us becoming workers. You know what I mean? Us working for the system. So like, I feel like meditation kind of goes against that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, through meditation, you learn to do things like think for yourself. You learn to do things like tune out the world. You know what I'm saying? These are things that kind of goes against the system it is that they want us to live in. They don't want us to tune out the world. They want us to be plugged into the matrix every waking moment. You know what I'm saying? They don't want us to think for ourselves. They want to be able to think for us. So, you know, that's why, but I have been seeing more of a trend, I want to say, like of, you know, meditation being widely discussed and even introduced. Like I was reading one article And there's one school who adapted meditation as a detention, like a detention service. So like any kids who go to detention, they would like have to meditate. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was dope. You know what I mean? That's like a dope way to combat conflict, you know what I'm saying, in schools and stuff like that. But yeah, you know, those are just the obvious reasons. Shit, if you're a deeply spiritual person, you have to find your tribe. You know what I'm saying? You got to find people that you could connect with on that level. They might not be your friends. They might not be your family. It might be somebody on the internet. You know what I mean? It might be somebody you meet on a forum or whatever. But it's very important to have peers. You know what I'm saying? As a spiritualist, I would say. I'm not sure if that's a word. But it's very important because the spiritual arena is so massive. And you can easily get submerged, lost, lose yourself. You know what I mean? So you gotta have some type of guidance. You gotta have some type of peers who could keep you afloat. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing you don't want to do is venture off too far into the waters of spirit where you drown. You become submerged into it. It's like, you know, nobody could relate to you. That's a scary place to be. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you gotta have those people around you who's gonna keep you grounded. Because that's what it is. It's like a hot air balloon, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, the more you fill yourself with certain knowledge, it's like you get lighter and lighter and you start floating, but you got to have those people who could bring you down every now and again. You know what I'm saying? So, like me, I've been blessed to have a therapist who's super into spirituality. So I never feel weird talking to him about my spiritual experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like, it actually provides me with a great source to like connect with. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel crazy. I don't feel like I'm alone or anything. You know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to my therapist, Dr. Siri. As I was answering the last question.
Yeah, that is definitely something I also realized on my journey, that yeah, you don't necessarily connect the same with certain people in your lives, you know, just because of just where you stand mentally and, you know, what your awareness levels of certain activities that people get up to, or like just certain things that, you know, you grow out of once you become more aware, you know. And yeah, I've been blessed enough to have friends around me already that are, you know, at my same level of awareness. You know, a couple of friends of mine that I'm very grateful for. And yeah, the importance in my life is really something that I never take for granted. I don't allow myself to take for granted, because, you know, I know there's some people out there that don't even have anybody in their circle that is on their wave, you know what I mean, or level of awareness. And like Joey said, now he even got himself a therapist who is super spiritual, just to be able to, you know, have that level of grounding and somebody that he can talk to. And I think that's something that people, you know, if you don't have one out there, you should probably consider doing. Or yeah, just finding someone, if maybe that is out of your budget, you know, just finding someone, like you say, it could be on the internet, you know, just talking to someone, you know, and just being careful for, you know, anybody that could take advantage of you as well. Please be careful of that. Yeah, also, I don't know how it would work in terms of talking to someone you don't know, but, you know, I understand. Maybe it could be like a Call of Duty friend, you know, you could be playing Warzone and you guys just have chats all day and you realize this guy is pretty woke, he's on my level, and you guys just chop it up every time you guys get on the game. You know, that could be something that could help you and that person, you know, for a long ass time, and yeah, mean more to them in their lives than anybody in their lives can even get to in terms of helping them out. Yeah,
like, you know, I believe like there's a reason why we've been oppressed. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why black people are picked on the way that they're picked on. There's a reason why there's a system implemented on black people to be a certain type of way, because there is a great power that is in black people, and that is one of the main reasons why I did the voodoo ceremony in my video, because even me, I came to learn that voodoo was not a bad thing. Like, I grew up with the white supremacist spookism seeds planted in my brain, like, oh, voodoo is a bad thing, voodoo is evil, but the word voodoo alone means spirit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't know that. And it's like, once, like that alone shifted my whole perspective on it. It's like, oh, wow, it means spirit. I'm a spiritual person. You know what I'm saying? So like, I started diving into it, and it's like, spirit or magic or, outer worldly interaction, whatever you want to call it. Like, I think that is I've always gravitated to that phenomenon. You know what I'm saying? I've had experiences myself. You know what I mean? In that space or whatever. So I wanted to definitely shine a new light on it, where, black people especially can start to embrace their power. Because a lot of us, that's part of this diaspora, however you say the word, a lot of us that's a part of that, we've been separated from our ancient cultures. You know what I mean? And a lot of our ancient cultures practice voodoo or practice magic or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think us getting back in tune with like who we actually are is like a big part of our evolution, you know what I'm saying? And even the world's evolution, because if all of us ain't free, then none of us is free, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, we not where we supposed to be. So like, the closer we could get to that, I feel like the closer the world even gets to where it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that, black people are kings and shit like that, it should be royalty. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I think everybody should be treated, especially, or whatever the case it may be. But, we all know that there's been a special type of, I'm blanking on the word, but there's been a special type of shunning on black people, you know what I'm saying? I experience it every day. Like, I just got pulled over by the cops on my way here, and it wasn't because of being black, it's because I made a wrong turn. But I feel like they gave me a ticket because I was black. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I didn't fucking see the sign. It's a left turn. It didn't hurt nobody. Now I got a summons. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck I got a summons for? Like, you know what I mean? It's a fucking turn. Like, so it was just, shit like that. But, I got faith. Like, I'd rather be, optimistic. And I also understand my role in society, you know what I'm saying, in this world, in this generation. And I'm always going to use my platform to speak on these things. Like, we got to break out of the spookism. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a Will Smith quote that I love. Like, I live by this shit. Like, God placed the best things in life on the opposite side of fear. You know what I mean? It's like, the more you lean into fear, the more you lean into unknown, it's like the more you get in tune with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me even say this, right? Like, I'm gonna crack the code for a lot of people. You know sleep paralysis? Sleep paralysis is something that I've been experiencing since a child. You know what I'm saying? And what I've come to figure out recently is, like, a lot of people on like the internet say, oh, it's like a demon is holding you down and shit like that. No, it's not that a demon is holding you down. It's that when you have sleep paralysis, you're in between a state where like reality and like almost a dream state. So pretty much that realm is controlled by your mind. And whatever it is that you believe, whatever principles it is that you've adapted, is going to affect your experience. Because it's natural. Once your mind wakes up and your body can't move, your brain automatically goes into a panic state. You can't change that. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that a lot of us do the, like it's like fight or flight. Like, a lot of us do the fucking fight because of what we're told. Like, oh shit, like there's a demon. Some people might even hallucinate. Like, I've had hallucinations in that state too. Like, you see things and shit like, oh shit, I fucking see an evil lady or whatever. But that's all based upon your mental state. Like, it's literally you versus you. Like, a lot of people say, oh, you say Jesus and like you break out. No, it's not that you said Jesus, it's just that you psyched yourself out, when actually sleep paralysis is a gift, because it is literally the gateway to astral projection. Once you embrace the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, you can't move or whatever, once you don't psych yourself out, you remain calm, you know what's the next level? You literally move out your body. You literally move out your body. You know what I'm saying? It's like, the government definitely don't want us to know that. Like, they don't, like, the government actually classifies astral projection as remote viewing. Because literally, so once you're able to, like, in this realm, like, you see how we're all up and we're awake? You see how we walked into this building? Now that our consciousness is familiar with this space, we can revisit it as a ghost or as a spirit through astral projection. A great show to like see what I'm talking about is a show on Netflix called Behind Her Eyes. And it explains the whole astral projection thing very beautifully. Like, I've never seen a show that spoke so much for me on just this aspect, because it's something that I've been experiencing since a child. But I've always been limited based on what I was taught, what belief systems I've adopted. And that's why I say the most beautiful things are on the opposite side of fear, embracing the unknown, you know what I'm saying? Because the more you lean into that, the more shit that you're able to see. Like, bro, I don't know about y'all, but I'm able to fly off my balcony as often as I want to and like go explore the world, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've done it a few times, and it's like a muscle. The more you practice it, the stronger you get. So all the kids out there, don't be afraid of sleep paralysis. If you're having that, you're actually gifted. You're actually blessed, you know what I'm saying? And you can do wonderful things in this world. Just don't adopt the fucking spookism that they've given us. Because a rightful king or queen must be able to travel between worlds, or else you ain't shit. Period. Surrender. Like, there you go. Like I'm running too. Like, a great tool. Once you're there and it's like you're scared or you're panicking, laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
Laugh in your head. Like, laugh at whatever you're seeing. Laugh. I laugh at the fucking old bitch on the corner of the bed. Like, you can't scare me. And then after that, it's like the bitch poof, she's gone, and I'm like literally fucking climbing out of my body. And I'm like looking around my room, and I'm in the astral realm. That's crazy. It's a beautiful thing. But that's like high level shit. You know what I'm saying? Only very few will understand. Even dreams. Dreams are based on your subconscious. It's projections of your subconscious mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you have more and more control over you, you know what I'm saying? You have the control to do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Period. So just is a lot of adopted fear, bro. Like, and that goes back to why meditation is not allowed in schools. Because if meditation was allowed in schools, it'd be way more fucking astral projectors and motherfuckers just in tune with their spirits and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, this is another reason why prayer is important. You know what I'm saying? Because through prayer, you build the aura around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of things that dirty up your aura. Like, lack of prayer, because lack of prayer is a lack of awareness. Fucking drinking, smoking, shit like that put holes into your aura. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important to take hiatuses and take breaks, or pray before you go to sleep, because you kind of just bless your surroundings a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You make yourself less susceptible to fucking, you know, just fucking bad shit. Bad thoughts is just bad energy in general, you know? And we all have them. And like, a big part of meditation is allowing yourself to think freely. No matter what thoughts come, just let them come and they flow out. That's how you get them out, you know what I'm saying? So, word up.
Yo, that's a lot of information right there. I hope that, you know, you guys all soak that in, and, you know, whatever spoke to you, whatever resonated with you, whatever helped you, you know, made its way to you, and yeah, you're able to keep that with you along your journey, you know what I mean? I had experience with, I remember at one point I was having a lot of dreams about just being, you know, chased, or like you're just running, or you're just scared the whole time. And I remember I don't know, I took it upon myself to become aware in those type of situations, and like literally look back at those things and make a joke out of them, and maybe even fight back at whatever I feel like is you know, but you'd have to like really become aware. It's not that easy. Like you need to have practice, like meditation, a lot of these things. Like he says, the more you pray or meditate, it just helps you become more aware, you know. And yeah, I would like, maybe for example, being chased by a dog, I would turn back and turn that dog into a little puppy, and from then onwards you realize that you're in a dream and you can control whatever's in your dream, and you're able to do whatever you want, you know, if it's like flying, if it's like, you know, whatever you can think of, bro. Like, I've done it all as well. Like, it's crazy. I'm able to do that right now. I'm only able to do that with like bad dreams and things that are scary, you know, in my dreams. I'm yet to still, you know, tell myself that I'm dreaming when I'm just dreaming about something normal that I feel like is harder for me. But I'm working on it, you know. It's just about awareness, like he says. And yeah, man. Otherwise, we're at the end of the video. Please leave a like and subscribe. We're on the road to 150 subs. You know what time it is. And yeah, man, don't forget to share this with anybody you feel like. Not even anybody you feel like. Just share it, because you never know who could be affected by this and maybe helped. And, you know, just help them, you know, get them whatever out of whatever situation they're in, you know. And yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for watching to the end of this video. I appreciate you all, and yeah, man, peace out. Let's get it.